To some alarming development, and stakeholders in Kisii County have raised alarm over an increased number of defilement and incest cases that lead to early teen pregnancy in the county. Hundreds of girls have been defiled, and a considerable number of them by close relatives. New data indicates that over 2 million girls got pregnant during the long stay at home. Rose Wangwe has those details.
In the outskirts of Kisii County lies home of Grace Care Center. It acts as a refuge center for destitute children and orphans. The orphanage is also a safe haven for children who have been rescued from abusive homes. Isabella, not her real name, is aged 9 and recounts the agonizing experience she encountered a few months ago, perpetrated by her stepfather after her mother left for work.
Huyo mbaba akaniita akaniambia niende huko, akafunga mlango. Alafu hiyo sandi akaanza kunifanyia tabia mbaya. Akaniambia nikijaribu kusema atanichapa.
Another incident is where two siblings were also defied by their stepfather when they were barely 8 and 6 years. The sisters are currently at the children's homes after being rescued by a children's officer. Sadly, these are just many scarred victims of defilement in Kisii County. Cases of domestic violence, physical and psychological abuse continue to rise day after day in what experts attribute to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Of late, we are having very many dysfunctional families. We realized, like in one of our schools where we lost about 6 pupils with due to suicide late last year, the ages came as low as 12.
This has eventually put the little girls at risk of not only being defiled, but also being infected with HIV and other sexual diseases. Child and legal experts attribute it to a culture of tolerance towards sexual violence on minors, which tends to protect the aggressor, mostly a relative or close family friend.
Instead of maybe trying to report the case, they want to see how to conceal the case so that action is not taken against them. Because sometimes it demands that this child has to be removed from this particular environment. So as a challenge as a county, we are really saying that we really need to have a rescue center, that we are able to remove such kind of children so that they are given proper counseling.
And over 2 million girls aged between 12 and 16 years became pregnant during the COVID-19 pandemic, with Kilifi County on the lead, according to a research done by Africa Disaster Management Team.
Mimba hizi zimetoka kwa mjomba, kwa baba mzazi aliyezaa yule mtoto, mama pengine alifelewa akaenda kuolewa kwa boma ingine, yule baba wa kambo ndio wengi wanaowapachika wale watoto wa kike mimba. Kwa hivyo ni jukumu letu kama kina mama, tukiwa wajane, tujitie nguvu na tusimame.
There's a lot of stigma to those girls because they don't feel they can cope with other teenage girls.
Stakeholders are calling on the government to make sure all the girls who became mothers return to school. Rose Wangwe and